Hi, everybody. I'm Jim Shore. This is my sidekick, Robin.
Hi, everyone.
We are celebrating the summer signing event. Yes. I got so much on my mind, it's hard to keep track. But Robin doesn't.
Yes.
I mean, not that you don't have it all on your mind. But she's got all the particulars. Robin, take it away.
So, like Jim said, it's the summer signing event, and there's like 100 pieces, which we are not showing you all. That is way too many. So we're going to show you some, but you can go to jimshore.com to see all of them, and you'll see the summer signing event tab where you can see everything under there. Please allow 4 weeks for delivery, and this is going to happen between now and midnight tonight.
And you need keep in mind that, yes, this is the summer event, but Christmas is only about 6 months away.
Hey, so I know some people already have countdowns.
Well, there you go.
That would give me so much anxiety. I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
One thing at a time, please.
Well, we got some territory to cover between now and then.
Yes.
And I think the collection that we've got here sort of covers that very thing.
Lots of great summer things, which we don't get to talk about a lot.
That's true.
So I love
a lot of the things that we do, as you all well know, I believe, are either co-branded pieces or they are seasonal pieces. And so we don't do that much as far as, sort of off-season pieces, you might say, everyday pieces. And that a lot of the pieces that we have here are that very thing, or they will celebrate. In this case, a lot of summer items,
Yes. Well, I think one of my favorite collections is the birds.
Me too.
I mean, they look so good together. And this one, I don't know why, but I love. It's just such a.
That's a woodpecker.
Such a departure. I love it.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I enjoyed about doing that collection is so much of what I do is whimsical. And this was sort of more along the lines of what I did for Animal Planet, where I can do things a little bit more realistically. Yes, it's got some of the elements in there that are sort of our signature elements, and of course all pieces do. But the birds themselves, the anatomy of the birds are actually pretty accurate as to what a real bird would be.
Yes, those are great. I can just see them sitting on your library shelf.
Yeah, on your library shelf or on your mantle somewhere.
Yeah.
That is one of those collections that you really, once you get started, in my opinion, you need the whole thing.
Yes, agreed.
I mean, and there's a good variety of them, and that is a subject that we will continue. See, so it's not going to be just those pieces. There'll be other.
Yeah,
pieces.
You've done those over the years.
Yeah, exactly.
They look all good sitting together. I love that.
Some of them are available, some of them aren't available, but some of those are the ones that aren't available. If you're a serious collector, the people go on wherever they go to find this stuff.
Jimshore.com.
Well,
or your local retailer, whatever. But for this
that's
event,
the main. Yeah, that's the main thing. So
yes.
Tell us again what we're doing here.
Okay, so again, if you're watching, just go to jimshore.com or click the link and you'll see the summer signing event. Items are limited, so do not wait till the end of this show and then go buy it because it might be gone. And please allow 4 weeks for delivery.
That's a very good point, actually, Robin, because I've in the past when we've done these signing events, some of these pieces are very limited. Some of them might be just a couple of dozen pieces.
Well, sometimes you get, one piece left in the whole bunch.
Yeah,
you're trying to.
That's true. So. And we want to make it available to you, and we know there's somebody out there that this is going to round out their collection, or they want to have some special piece. Some of these pieces are almost limited because the runs are over or something, and this is what's the tail end of the run, and those are always the best pieces to get.
Yes.
Because once that run is gone, it's gone.
Oh, and Jim will sign them. I know I keep saying signing event, but I haven't specifically said they will be signed.
That is one thing that I enjoy doing. We have our distribution up in Indianapolis, or outside of Indianapolis, actually. I think it's in Lebanon. And the way I do this is once we get the count of everything that has been sold and all the things that you all have honored us by purchasing and to add to your collection for whatever purpose, we will have those out and unboxed and in row after row after row of these long tables. There'll be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these pieces. Yes. It's actually.
I think we may have shown a picture of you doing that one time. We'll have to do that again.
Usually when we go up there, Tiffany, who is generally with me, will video.
Does she entertain you while you're signing away?
Of course, that's in my contract.
Yeah. Need entertainment.
Yeah. So so if you keep a heads up, the actual signing event or the signing itself, okay. And when I'm at the distribution center actually doing it, we usually take a little bit of a video of that and show you just the array of pieces that are there and how many there are and what the process actually is and so forth. So that's forthcoming too.
Yes. Well, let's talk about some of the summer gnomes, everyday gnomes. They're just cute. Which one is your favorite here? I know my favorite.
Well,
actually, I have two.
I like the fisherman.
This was definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I mean,
I love that.
The detail on him is so cute.
It's cute. And see, the motif around the hat is almost Escher-like, and because it's actually fish, as you can see, and the way they're done, it sort of ends up looking like a pattern design until you actually look at it and say, "Oh, those are fish."
That's a fish.
And then you've got all the little lures around his hat, like fishermen do. And then the thing about it is, in the rod and reel, that's actual fishing filament.
Ah, that's a nice little addition.
Yeah, nice little touch. And then he's got a
caught a fish.
Yeah, looks
which
like,
you don't always do when you go fishing.
That's right, because but
so he's lucky.
Fishing is one of those things, like so much in life, you just keep throwing the hook in there.
I know. You have to be very patient.
You have to be patient, and you have to be optimistic.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
So,
okay, we talked about this angel before, but her pattern on her dress is so pretty.
Yeah, that is. She's a coastal.
Yes.
One of the coastal lines. And so, if you'll notice, once again, in the design work, it's while it has that rose modeling element that I like to use these comma strokes, some people call them, and then it's a stylized floral. In this case, so many of the elements in it are actually seashells, and you'll be able to see that if you get that piece. And then there's these fish floating in front here as the scene that I do so much, and then there, look at there. With this piece, you get a pearl.
Yeah, a nice size pearl in there. Right. I love it.
That's a big one.
Okay, I don't think we've ever talked about the calendar.
No, we haven't.
Which is very, different because you don't do a calendar all the time.
This actually has become one of the most popular pieces, maybe the most popular piece currently. Really? People are actually loving this piece. And what it is a calendar piece that you can keep track. And the way it works, these are blocks. Okay, these are blocks, and I got all these numbers on them, and so you can position them in any composite, like this, like that would be the 9th. Okay,
but then you can change your seasons.
This would be the 59th. No,
let's not make that many days in a month, please.
The 19th. That looked like we had it. Okay, there it is. But here's the deal.
The fun part.
This is in this drawer, as you can see, you got a dangler here. That dangler represents a month. Okay. Well, in here is other danglers that represent all the other months. Like this is July.
That's
obviously.
The one we're gonna have out soon.
Yeah, that's it. And then you got the summertime, with the beach ball and everything. Here you got one of the winter months. This is probably December, is it?
I don't know. We'd have to lay them all out.
Around here, it'd be about February.
Yes.
Then this is one of the fall months. The pumpkin. This is the shamrock for
March.
For March. You've got the turkey.
November. Or is that pumpkin?
October's
the pumpkin.
And here you go. There's December.
There we go.
And then you got February here.
Yes.
Right? For
interactive items are always so much better.
Oh, I know. And you've got them. And here we got, last but not least, is a hot air balloon. So anyway, what you do is you take these things, depending on the month, and you just hang it up there, and that becomes the calendar for that month. And then arrange the
It's
arrange the
really great
numbers
because you can have it out all year long.
all year long, and the kids love this kind of
Mhm.
thing, and the kids will be the ones that'll
Changing
actually change, keep up with it and everything. And then once again, I like to always put designs all over the place on these things, so that the sides are in a incised design of the quilt pattern and so forth in a monochromatic. But on the back, I want to show you the back as soon as I get all my pieces put together.
Here you go.
The back, as you can see, is devoid. Now, there's a reason for that. Because this becomes a personal thing of a family. And you've got a space right here if you want to take the time every once in a while, as the kids grow up or as different events happen, you can keep up with them on this calendar by just writing a little bit of that. And it becomes a little bit of the family history. And your children can look back on this with fond memories. And it becomes a very, very special, unique, and personalized piece. So
that'd be a great housewarming gift.
It would be so, for so many, events or celebrations or what have you. And it's something that if you give it as a gift, it will be a reminder of your affection for that piece, every month all throughout the year.
Yes.
So,
well, moving along to July 4th is coming up so soon.
That's right.
And
we love July 4th.
For that.
Around here, we love July 4th because we have a big July 4th party every year here at the lake.
Yes.
And everybody enjoys that. And so we like to do these.
Well, Peanuts is ready
pieces.
too for the 4th. He's sitting there on his little picnic.
Yeah, there you go. That's all part of the it. And then these pieces are, of course, for the July, or generally patriotic pieces, which we are a patriotic family around here.
Yes.
And so that's always part of our collection, something to do with honoring our beautiful country or those who have defended it.
Okay. Well, let me tell you the rules again. If you're just joining us, you can click the link or go to jimshore.com and purchase any of the pieces that you see. Jim will sign them, or there's a lot more online under the special events tab, so check that out. And this is between now and midnight tonight, and please allow 4 weeks for delivery so Jim has time to sign the pieces.
That's right, and it's just like they say, strike while the iron is hot.
Yes,
you see something you like, jump on it.
All right, let's look at the Disney. This, I don't think we've ever shown that piece.
I don't know, but I love this piece.
Let me move,
for one thing, Tinkerbell, people ask me, what's your favorite Disney character? And I always tell them, well, there's so many to choose from.
I know.
There's
whatever movie you're into.
Yeah, for a lot of different reasons. But overall, I just love this character. She reminds me of you.
Sassy.
That's right. Got an attitude. But this
she gets things done, though.
She does. She gets her way. Yeah. That's the thing. So this is such a cute piece. It's got the whimsy, and it's got the little bit of the decorative, but it's one of those movable pieces. It's
again, interactive is fun.
I think it's just a delightful piece. So I love that piece. Okay, then we've got also the main characters, and this is Mickey and Minnie, and this is in a little bit of a retro flavor of them, skating together. And you've got now this is a piece that we don't do these characters very often. This is Pinocchio and Geppetto, and people have
another great movie.
People have compared me to Geppetto. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah, the mustache carving,
I see it.
Yeah. And okay, so now, okay, here's something. This is something that we've done. How long have we been doing this? Not very long, huh?
Couple of years,
maybe. Anyway, it's one of those things that I think everybody's aware of and everybody I think loves, and that's the Hello Kitty collection.
They're so cute.
What's that called? Sanrio?
Yes,
yeah.
Sanrio.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to move them over here so we can see.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Let's move them.
Here, let's move them so that they can get have their moment in the sun.
I mean, I love the pink. That's just one of my favorite colors. So it's just so cute.
Also, here we go. This is one of our favorites.
Well, in the new movie out, I haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet, but I've heard nothing but rave reviews.
I have. Well, you know, it was the #1 box office.
Yeah,
right,
I mean,
when it came out.
People are saying it's very good.
And yeah, it's delightful. And I've seen the trailers. I haven't seen the
I
movie
haven't
yet.
even seen the trailer.
But Ala saw it. You know,
Yeah.
our friend Ala and her little boy, and they loved it.
That's what I hear. It's supposed to be really, really
yeah,
good.
yeah. So
Which
anyway,
is good when you make a second too, to
Exactly.
have such good reviews.
Yeah, indeed. So anyway, this is our favorite
So you
guy.
get the signed stitch. That's pretty awesome.
And at this scale, there's not many pieces that we do at this scale.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, and this was a fun piece to do, because what I try to do is capture his expression. You know, I try to do that in all the characters, but I think we hit the nail on the head on this one. And so if you want something that's truly special, this is the guy.
That's a good size.
And you'll have it signed. And then I could just keep going here. We've got
But you've got lots of different co-brands over there.
we do. We've got, here's M&Ms. We got extensive collection of M&Ms. We've got some things from Snow White. This is the box that was supposed to contain her heart when the woodsman was supposed to dispatch her at the bequest of the evil queen. And then we've got, this is Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, and we've got something from Beatrice Potter.
We got a little bit of everything.
Got a lot of stuff. You know, I visited actually Beatrice Potter's home in the Lake District of England. Yeah,
very cool.
Who's this guy?
Well, he sticks out from everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's still in the building.
Him and Stitch, just sticking out.
The interesting thing, he's actually got rhinestones on him, just like he would. You know, we visited Graceland when we were doing this collaboration here, and I was inspired by the outfit and the capes and stuff. You know, they have a huge collection of it, and it's beautifully displayed for one thing.
Yes.
And it's very inspiring. And then this is from the Animal Planet. This goes along with another collection. I've got another piece here too. Yeah, these are both from the Animal Planet. Once again, this gives me an opportunity to do something that's a little bit realistic, you know, and not quite so whimsical, but it's got the sort of the savannah, you know, picture there on its side. So it's kind of a cool piece. It's one of those pieces, once again, you can put it in your den, and it will be signed just like that one is, if you can see. See that? See, there it is. That's the way it'll be. That's the way it'll come to you signed.
Well, there's lots to see. I mean, we could keep going.
I could keep going.
But there's more on the site.
There's more that we don't might have here that you will see once you go.
But I feel like I'm getting pushed out of the table here, but
I'm getting hidden here.
I know.
Must be time to go.
It must be. Please go to jimshore.com if you want to see everything and purchase, and Jim will sign the pieces you have between now and midnight tonight. Please allow 4 weeks for delivery, and remember, quantities are limited.
That's right. So check it out. You are going to find something that you love.
Yes.
Maybe a lot of things that you love.
Yes.
You know? If you're a collector, there's going to be something here to add to your collection. And if you have somebody that's special in your life, you want to give them just a little something to tell them that how much you love them, then you'll find something here.
Yes.
So that's it. That's it for now.
Happy shopping.
Yeah. The next time you see something from me, it'll be a piece coming to you signed.
Yes.
So okay. So anyway, have a good rest of the day. We love you all, and we'll meet again soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.